What's up guys, MegaDPAL here bringing you Black 2 White 2 LU Battle versus Rwar from Smoke Gun Battle Finder. Today I'm running Rain, and looking at my opponent, he is also running Rain. My teams consist of 6 Pokemon that I grabbed from my box that all look like they'd work well together. So I'm running a Choice Specs Jolteon, D-Dancing Dragonite, Standard Tentacruel, Special Defensive Celebi, Choice Band Scizor, and Standard Defensive Politoed. My opponent is running a lot of threats on his team. He's got a Keldeo. We all know Keldeo under the rain is an absolute monster. He's got that threat Volcarona on his side. He also has a Latios and a D-Knight. So yeah, he's got D-Knight and Volcarona. And I ain't running no Stealth Rocks on this team. So yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem. But let's just get into the battle and see how it goes. I'm actually going to lead out my Jolteon. I'm predicting him to lead out with the Politoed. Because look at his team, he doesn't really have anything that wants to take an electric move. And he does actually lead out with his Politoed, which is good for me because I am going to be able to scare this thing out. Because I know it's not going to want to take a Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, first turn. So I'm actually going to go for that Volt Switch, get the momentum, get Switch Initiative, turn 1, as it brings in his Dragonite. Him bringing in this thing is actually good for me because I'm able to break this thing's multi-scale. And like I did say earlier, I'm not running the rocks. But here it surprises the hell out of me. It goes for that Thunder. And I definitely thought this thing was going to be a physical variant of Dragonite. Because look at his team, he has the Latios, he has the Volcarona, he has the Keldeo, all special attackers. So I definitely thought this thing was going to be a physical variant. But as you can see, it's not because he just dropped the Thunder. And now I just went for that Perisong, predicting to maybe settle the D-Dance, something like that, and I can force this thing out. But as you can see, it's not going to be the case. I'm just going to go for a Protect, just get some lefties back, rack up some more turns on that Perisong as he went for the Hurricane, trying to take me out. So my plan from here is, what I'm actually going to do is go into my Jolteon just to take that Hurricane and, well, take it reasonably well for a Jolteon I should say, as he does go for that, he lands it on my Jolteon. But I know I'm going to be able to force this thing out because his Perish count will 4 to 1, and I know he's going to switch it out there, so I can go for that Volt Switch on anything he sends in, get the Switch Initiative, the momentum back to my side, and go from there. It brings in his Latios, as I just go for that Volt Switch like I said. And here I'm actually going to send in my Scizor. I actually make a bad play here. I should have straight up Suit Trap this thing, but I thought maybe go for the Rain Boosted Surf on my Scizor, predicting the Pursuit. So I went for that U-turn, but no, he actually brings in his Swagtoad, his Politoed, as I went for that U-turn. So I get some Volt turning action going off. I'm just going to use this time to bring in my Dragonite, my Big Leon 911. And what I'm actually going to do is just go for D-Dance, because like I did say earlier, I am a Dragon Dancing Dragonite. He just sets up Protect, makes a bad play. I guess he was scouting whether I'm physical or special, or if I'm running Choice Band, see what I lock myself into. But no, I just set up a Dragon Dance in his face, so I'm able to click that Outrage, taking down that Politoed, stabbed +1, Adamant, Outrage from a Dragonite, hurts a lot as his tentacles about to find out, doing a massive amount of damage, but it actually survives to my surprise really, and he's just going to go and get a Toxic off on my Dragonite, so that's pretty cool for him I guess. But here, better for me as I do actually score the third turn Outrage, so of course I'm locked into that, and I'm going to have to be able to go for that Outrage again, taking out his tentacles. So my boy Big Leon 911 putting in some hefty damage on his defensive pokes here, taking out both his Politoed and his tentacles. So that's really nice for me. Now he's going to send in his Latios. I make a bad play leaving my Dragonite in. The way he brought his Latios in definitely tells me he's running Choice Scarf, but I left my Dragonite in, maybe thinking I could outspeed, but no, it's not to be the case. But I do know this thing's Choice Scarf now, and I do know he's locked into the Draco, -2 Draco. Of course he's going to want to switch on out there, so I send in my Scizor, just Pursuit Trap this thing, and I take that thing out with a Pursuit, so that's nice. Now he sends in his own Dragonite. I'm locked into Pursuit, there's nothing I can really do. I'm just going to switch, go into my Politoed, just as Death Fodder, as he actually just goes for that Hurricane, taking out my Politoed, which is cool. I don't mind that, I can get a free switch into anything now, so I decide to send back in my Scizor, go for that Choice Band and Bullet Punch. I just thought it would kill at this range, but apparently not. It does live, but it goes to the Earthquake, which is cool for me. And I can just go for that Bullet Punch and take out the Dragonite. But this does give him a free switch into anything he wants. He's down to his last two, the Volcarona and the Keldeo. He sends in this huge ass threat, Volcarona. So the obvious quick dance is obvious. I have to go into my tentacle. It's the best thing I can take this thing on with. So yeah, I go into my tentacle. My plan basically is to hopefully get a toxic on this thing, stall this thing down, and hope to get a few skulls. He set up, and I was going for that +1 hurricane. It does around about 55 to 60% to my tentacle. It gets confusion hacked. I hit myself in confusion, so it's not looking good for me at all. After the rain dish and the black soldier, I'm like, okay, I have to go for that protect. I have to get my HP above half, so I can ensure I live it another hit from this thing. As I do actually get protect, and he just went for that hurricane, so that's nice. I now can definitely live one more hurricane from this thing now. It actually goes for quiver dance, trying to set up to the range where it can just easily take me out. As I actually go for toxic this turn even. I don't hit myself in confusion, which is great. Get a toxic off on this thing. Now I'm one step closer to wearing this thing down, stalling this threat out, and I'm getting some nice HP back from the black sludge and rain dish, of course. Here I'm actually going to go for a protect. You know, just getting all this damage, racking up on this thing as it actually goes to a hurricane. Just trying to take out my tentacle. My tentacle's looking pretty healthy at this position. Hopefully I should be able to live a +2 hurricane. Look how much that first one did. It goes to that hurricane this turn. The huge amount of damage, but tentacle like a boss lives. He also gets confusion again, and I hit myself in confusion, but I survived with that 8 HP. And gonna get some HP back from the rain dish and black sludge. But more toxic damage, which is the most important thing, is racking up on this Volcarona. Here I have to go for protect. It's the obvious move, but I have to do it. I do actually don't hit myself with confusion and get off protect, but he just sets up a quiver dance. It doesn't really matter at all him setting up, because at the range as Volcarona's at, it can easily sweep my team once he takes out my tentacle, and then I'd lose. So yeah, I'm actually going to try and score the double protect here this next turn, as I do snap out my confusion, but unfortunately I fail, and he's going to take me out with that hurricane. But luckily for me, well, not luckily for me, but after all the toxic damage, it does manage to bring it down into the range where I can send in my scissor, go for that BP, take down this huge ass motherfucking threat. And yeah, he does actually score the flame body, but it's not going to matter at all, I guess, because he is down to his last. His KLDO. What I'm actually going to do is I save my Selbyore game for this KLDO. I'm going to send it in now as he goes to Secret Sword, I guess, just trying to take out my scissor. But here I do actually see the life orb, and I'm like, okay, I should be able to live any hidden power this thing's running, because I am special defensive Celebi. It goes for hidden power at what I first thought was a hidden power ice, but look how much this does. My Celebi just survives with 4 HP, and yeah, either Keldeo life orb is an absolute monster, or he got super max damage or something there, or he's running HP bug, I guess, for this certain situation. I'm not quite sure. Someone should calc and find out what HP is running there for me. But he's just going to be able to go for that hidden power again this next turn after I went for the Giga Drain. Didn't quite take it out. But I am just going to be able to go into my Jolteon. Of course, outspeed this thing, go for that Thunderbolt, take out that threat, and that is in fact going to be the game. 2-0 in my favour. I had the Jolteon and the Scizor left. So hope you guys all enjoy this rain battle. Rain versus rain. It's quite fun, I guess. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to comment down below and subscribe for more Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. So also don't forget to check out my latest video. Alright guys, bye.